Kelly, please take us through this.
Here's the bottle. Winter is a limited edition release from Westland. So Westland has 3 flagship whiskeys. There's an American oak. So it's a single malt whiskey aged in American oak barrels. Then there's a sherry, which is aged in sherry barrels that they ship over from France. So they take the barrels apart. Now you're in the tasting room. I see what you've done, Joseph.
This is, I believe you took this picture.
I took it from the website because when I was there, it was raining so hard outside. I didn't take a picture of the building or anything, just of my tasting flight. But
we're using it to promote their distillery.
It's perfect. Yeah. They have so they take the sherry barrels apart, ship them to Seattle, put them back together and age the whiskey in those. And then there's a third, which is the peated, which is just like, they've really nailed it. And I like all 3. My boyfriend, who you 2 know, Nick, and I were at a bar in Culver City, and this Westland rep came up and offered to give us a tasting. And I was like, well, I don't know if I like whiskey, but I'm willing to see if these really land. And we tried all 3, and our minds were kind of blown. And she told us a story about the master distiller, and he became a fan of whiskey when he was a teenager. Started making it in his closet, things we don't necessarily condone.
No.
But make for an interesting tale. Perhaps I'm not supposed to even be sharing this part, but she told us at the bar, so I'm telling you now. Then he went to Scotland at 18 and studied with master distillers throughout Scotland, and learned how to make Scotch, and decided to come back to the States and figure out what single malt whiskey looked like when it was made in the U.S. So they use water from the Cedar River in Washington, and they use like local barley and hops. Sometimes they buy stuff from Scotland, but depending on which blend they're making. But they're really trying to do what they can to promote single malt whiskey in America.
Where do they get their peat from? I'm interested to know.
They buy it from Islay. So it's
Islay peat.
It's Islay peat. So the winter is mildly peated. It's not as peated as their peated Scotch, but it's like a very drinkable peat. This is 100 proof, so 50% alcohol. If you guys want to pour it, that's very good.
I've already done it.
You've already done it.
Ooh. Oh
really
yeah.
Yeah, it's it almost looks like a Chardonnay. It's so yellow.
It really is, yeah.
I gotta cover it. Do a smell. That's so mild.
Mm-hmm. Very subtle. I think water might open this one as well.
Yeah.
It's got that organic smell that I really like. That just kind of excites me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a little bit of farm in here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
There's a winery up in Lompoc called Babcock that I really like, and they have a Pinot Noir that they describe as barnyard.
Wow. Yeah.
It's real. Yeah. It's real organic, Joseph. You might like it.
Yeah, the house that I'm building in here is definitely a barn. This is a barn. There's like the whole thing. You got like all the animals are there. This is a full-on barn.
Yeah. And it's not too stinky. Like, it's not a stinky barn, but it's definitely, there's livestock here.
Yeah.
I think.
Yes, definitely.
Oh my God.
It's been washed down recently, so it's not like it's been there overnight. It's
the flavor is more barn. There's more barn in the flavor, I think. To me, it's like, yeah, it's all of the idealized stuff from a barn. You know what I mean? It's the idealized. Yeah. It's not like a stinky like pigsty, but I mean there are pigs there. But yeah, it's like, but they're Wilbur and they have like a spider writing stuff for them or something. It's an idealized barn.
It is. There's definitely some fresh hay happening.
There's some leather tack on the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, there is leather.
Oil in the hinges on the metal.
But there is something stinky in there.
Stinky in a
lack
good
of
way,
better-
though.
Like it's not bad stinky.
Yeah. Like something pickled, or I don't know, like a
Oh yes, maybe it is. Maybe it's vinegar.
yeah.
You're right. It is pickled.
Mhm.
So there's some canned goods in this barn.
I feel like there's just a bit of like barbecue, but like a Texas barbecue, like a dry, like not a sweet barbecue.
Yeah, maybe someone's smoking some meats outside.
Actually, yeah, smoked meat I think is more the yeah.
Some ribs.
Oh wow, that is a really good whiskey. That is a really good whiskey.
I'm so glad you like it.
Like I mean, I like, whiskey. I like whiskey.
Yeah.
But this is surprisingly, I love whiskey. This is surprisingly, surprisingly good for like, I mean, because I definitely prefer scotches most of the time, but this is for like an American whiskey. This is really, really good.
Yeah.
I tend to not like
oh,
the
go ahead.
sweeter bourbons too. I go to the scotches, obviously. But like this is so well made, so well structured. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell this is engineered, this is curated. An artist like came up with this flavor. You know what I mean? Like this is well done.
Yeah. And I think winter is definitely the right name. Like it definitely has that feel, like there's a chill in the air at the very least. There might be some snow on the ground.
The
It
animals
really
are in
is
the
very
barn
cozy.
because it is winter.
Yeah. That's right. And it's like, I mean, the smoke is so subtle. It's not the leading thing. It's not what you pick out first, but it's so there. And it's almost like you can taste the wood that's being burned more than the smoke coming off the wood, which is so strange, which is probably why you were equating it to a smoker.
Yeah, I do feel like there's a cowboy living in this house too. It's like, we'll come down and get you a glass of whiskey up in here.
And you can almost hear the spurs.
Yes, jangle, jangle. Here you go. This will warm you up. Made it myself. Have yourself some of that smoked meat up there over there on the bar.
Excuse me, cowboy. What kind of meat is it? You're being non-specific, and it's making me nervous.
Well, it's delicious smoked meat from the farm itself.
Oh, again, I need an animal or a part of an animal. I'm just.
Enjoy it.
No, I really prefer to know what animal. Don't need a name of the animal. Like if you named your animal, don't tell me the name. But if it's a type of animal.
Well, it's something that's got a skin on it, and it's got bones inside, and it's covered with delicious meat between the two.
Yep, it describes most animals, but specifically.
If you taste it, you'll find it's delicious. That's the kind of animal it is.
I'm having a hard time getting it towards my mouth.
Well, I'll see you after dinner.
No, wait, just where are you going? I want to. Oh, well.
Oh.
Oh, that is good.
Sometimes you just got to trust a cowboy.
Do you?
Sometimes.
Right.
Not all the time.
Well, if it smells like this, I think you got to go, yeah.
Yeah.
He probably knows what he's doing.
I just ate horse.
I don't think so. I think it was tiger meat, which really is also very bad though, because aren't they endangered?
Yeah, that'd be very bad.
Oh, damn, that's really good, Kelly. That's really good.
Glad.
Next time we're allowed to go to a bar and actually have the peated Westland, I'd like to do that again with you. It's there's these folks.
Is this pretty common in bars? Can you find this? Can you order, like, go in and ask for Westland, and they'll generally have it? Or
I don't think it's terribly common, but there's a bar that I think in Los Feliz. It's called The Study. And
you might know it.
The bar manager there is a Westland fan, so you can usually find all three, if not at least one of their bottles up on the top shelf there.
Well, one day when I'm
One
able
day.
to actually go
Bars are open.
there again.
Yeah,
Although
so you
now they're
self-partake.
saying in California you can order drinks from bars and pick them up to go and bring
It's
them
true.
home.
Yep.
Yeah. So does that mean that the
Yeah.
bars are open and offering that service though, is my question. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. It might just be restaurants, but I know Westland is on wine.com for anyone who wants to splurge and pick some up. I think there may be a couple other platforms online where you can order it and have it shipped to your house.
Is K&L still delivering, Andrew? Do they still?
They still deliver, but they won't let you come in and pick up.
Great. Yeah, I think Vendome is the same.
But they charge for delivery.
They should waive that during these difficult times.
One would think so. However, I'm well stocked.
I confess I may have overpoured this one.
I don't think that's possible. Yeah.
I haven't put a drop of water in it.
Oh, I never put water in mine either.
I don't think I want to.
I don't think I would. No, that's such a great, it's so good.
I might. Can you deliver one over? Just to swap it over for me? And then
Yeah, here, let me just pour a little.
Wait, I'm going to get some too. Oh,
Here you go.
It doesn't work for me.
Yeah, a little bit there. Thank you.
This is so nice.
It's nice.
Would have had more fun if I could do it in person, but
Yeah, it is funny. I'm spending a lot of time on these virtual platforms meeting people, and it still is like, I know it's not the same, but it just is really comforting and great. And I'm glad that I have friends that I can do this with. I'm very, very grateful for both of you.